All right, so today we're diving into some seriously hyped up tech, the iPhone 16 Pro.
Yeah, they're making some pretty bold claims. Got to give them that.
They always do.
Yeah.
But this time it seems like they're really pushing the whole game changer angle, especially when it comes to photography and video.
Yeah, I was seeing things like 48 megapixels, ultra-wide lens, even spatial photo capture. Honestly, are we even talking about a phone at this point?
Right. It's like they're trying to cram a whole Hollywood studio into your pocket.
Yeah.
So let's ditch the marketing jargon and figure out what's actually new and noteworthy.
Sounds good to me. One thing that immediately jumped out at me just looking at this material is the emphasis on, well, professional level feature.
Oh, absolutely. Like that whole thing about a camera control button. Is that even a thing on iPhones yet?
It is. This time around, they've actually included it. Now, that kind of manual control isn't exactly groundbreaking in the camera world, you know?
Of course not.
But on an iPhone, it's a big deal. It says a lot about who they're targeting with this model. They want the user who wants more control, more like a photographer using a standalone camera.
Right. So we're not talking about your grandma just snapping pics of her grandkids anymore.
Well, she still could.
True. But you know what I mean. This is for the aspiring filmmakers, the YouTubers, the influencers.
Exactly. The material even mentions content creators directly, which I think speaks volumes about how people are using smartphones now.
For sure. They're tools for creation as much as, if not more than, communication. And speaking of creation, did you see that line about 4K, Dolby Vision, HDR video at 120 frames per second?
Yeah, they threw in every tech buzzword they could find. But in layman's terms,
Please.
basically they're saying your videos are going to look insanely good. Think super high resolution, buttery smooth, slow motion, that rich cinematic quality. They're promising you can capture it all just with your phone.
See, that's what I'm talking about. No more shaky, blurry home videos. Only Oscar-worthy masterpieces from now on.
Hey, if it lives up to the hype.
True. Always got to keep that in mind. But what about the audio side of things? They were going on and on about wind noise reduction, studio quality microphones. Come on, is that even realistic? It's a phone, not a recording booth.
Totally. I mean, I'm not ditching my professional mics anytime soon. But it is interesting. It shows they're thinking about those users who want more than just basic audio recording on their phones.
I'll admit, the thought of recording a podcast on the go with decent sound quality is kind of tempting.
Right. Even for things like, I don't know, just recording a voice memo, having that clarity could be a game changer for some people.
Totally. It's easy to get caught up in all the excitement, But, like always, we got to wait for those real-world reviews. Seeing is believing.
Exactly. Marketing is one thing, but actual performance is what counts. Speaking of which, there's one more thing I wanted to touch on, the whole spatial photo capture bit.
Oh, yeah, that one was a little cryptic.
A little bit. Basically, it sounds like the phone is capturing 3D information within the 2D image. So hypothetically, you could take a picture of your living room and then using AR or something, you could actually move around within that space virtually. It's pretty wild when you think about it.
That is pretty wild. So what does all this mean for the average person, the everyday listener?
Yeah.
It seems like the iPhone 16 Pro is really trying to be the device for anyone interested in upping their content creation game.
For sure. I mean, it's definitely a statement.
But the big question remains, will it deliver? Will it live up to all the hype? Guess we'll have to wait and see.
Exactly. Though it does make you think, tech is moving so fast these days, what seems revolutionary now might be obsolete in a year or two.
Isn't that the truth?
Oh.
So, sure, this new iPhone might be impressive today, but who knows what crazy advancements are just around the corner. It's going to be exciting to find out.